Yes, people, the rumours are true. Turkish has gone to Turkey. I'm back now, I'm in London, but I was in Turkey, people. And as you can see, it's time to trust another process. The hell, it's still fresh, but I can't lie. I'm liking where this could go. I'm leaving this season with a trophy or a hairline. Trophy or a hairline. I added something else into the bag. I told Matisse last season, in 18 months, major trophy. A hairline's up there with Champions League, people. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. So this season, hairline or Champions League. As you can see, there's still a bit of swelling. So don't mind that, people. But it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. Don't watch the corners. They're coming. Don't worry. Had to go full bald for this. Woof, the fade's going to be strong in 8 months. It's going to be strong in 8 months. And people thought I was hiding. There's no hiding, people. A vlog is coming out. I vlogged the whole thing. Not only did I vlog the whole thing, I brought the most lethal editor in the game with me. Skullfuggery was there. There's no hiding. In fact, Elite Hair, they ruined the surprise. Released a couple social clips. It's out there now. So here I am, match reaction, new hairline. To be continued. Give it about 6 to 8 months. But look out for the vlog. That should come out in the next 4 weeks or so. Big up Elite Hair for that. I'm leaving here with Sutton. Hairline or trophy. Sutton. And we left Molyneux with Sutton too. And we are going to get onto that, people. Before we get onto that, obviously, one more quick flash of the trust the process hairline. Inshallah, this goes well. Give it 8. And obviously Proton VPN. Go scan the QR code, people. They can't save your hairline, but they can save your data. They can save your privacy. They can keep you protected. They can't do this. But not everyone needs this. Everyone does need a VPN though. So go show Proton some love, people. What are you doing? Click the link in the description. Click the link in the pinned comment. Or just scan the QR code. Like I said, you scan that, you ain't getting this. But you're getting everything else. Everything else. Data secure. Privacy secure. Safety secure. If you want this, look out for the vlog. But if you want to be safe and secure, shout out Proton VPN, people. Go show them some love right now. We're a few minutes in already, but I thought those things had to, come first. And let's talk about Wolves Arsenal now, because it was a game of controversy yet again. But at least this game of controversy didn't end up with drop points. Because more drop points, especially without a signing 3 and a bit weeks into January, it wouldn't have looked good, people. It wouldn't have looked good. But we pulled it out the bag. We pulled it out the bag. So let's get into it. I mean, 10 minutes in, Wolves had the best chance of the best chance of the opening 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Sarabia, volley, probably should have got it on target. Great ball by Semedo. Great ball by Semedo over the defence. It wasn't a bad attempt by Sarabia, but he should be focusing on getting that on target. Instead, side foot effort just over. Wasn't the worst effort, but should be on target at the very least. And 10 minutes after that, cross into the box for us, and Havertz wins a header. I'm not going to say he should have scored this, but I think he should have been doing better, considering he had the beating of the defender, considering he was the taller of the two as well. He just hit it wide of the right post. And, I know a few people coupling up that chance and the one that comes a few minutes later that we're going to discuss and say, both gilt-edged. I wouldn't call this one gilt-edged, but the next one, and we're going to talk about that, people. We're going to talk about it right now, because it was a great passage of football. Saliba into Nwaneri, because at that moment, Wolves were pressing very well. Saliba plays it into Nwaneri, breaking the lines. Nwaneri, one touch, turn into Rice. Rice, couple strides, out to Trossard, and Trossard with an exquisite ball. Exquisite ball with his weaker foot, left foot. Havertz onside, goal gaping. Oh, shit. That's how vexed I am. Nearly smashed up the whole set. The goal was gaping. And I was thinking, I was about to whacker. I was this close. Yeah. Maybe going a bit too far there. But I thought there's nothing else but the net bulging at this point. Header. You see how I said Sarabia should have made sure that was on target? Havertz should have made sure that was in the bottom corner. In fact, he made sure it was on target instead, whereas that opportunity, broski, it's yours. You're free. Not a defender in sight. You got the march on them. Bury it. Bury it. He didn't bury it. And you know what that can lead to. We've seen what it's led to before. Missed chances in general, not just Kai before. To have that side get onto me again. He's not the only one, but again in this game, you know, he could have been putting us 1-0 up. He could have been putting us 1-0 up. And really, the next big event of the half was the sending off. Before that sending off, though, another free kick just outside the box, central. I think it was Rice that won it. Why are 4 or 5 players talking about it? Wasting another minute. 4 or 5 players are talking about a free kick that you can only shoot. You can only shoot from that position. But they're talking about it, deliberating. And guess what? The guy that steps up, shoots. Surprise, surprise. Not a bigger surprise as this, but, you know, hopefully you can sense the sarcasm. But Nanieri, poor free kick into the wall, cleared, and you just wonder why we wasted 90 seconds talking about a free kick that really all that was needed was he's taking it, leave him to it. That's all those free kicks need. But we don't have a great free kick taker in terms of shots on goal. We've got set piece takers in Rice and Saka in terms of getting the ball into key areas, but free kicks direct, not so much. Hence why one day it's Odegaard, another day it's Ranieri, another day Partey, Trossard. I mean, you know, they've all had a bit of a go to not much success. Our last free kick still remains Odegaard against Burnley 2.5 years ago. I know Saka scored a direct free kick, but that was more of a cross. Was that in the Champions League? I think so. Anyway, I just had to get that in there. Didn't cost us today, but like I said, the red card, disgrace. Poor ball into the box corner. I think it was Rice, headed out. Trossard, I won't say loses out on the duel, but could have been a bit more tough in that moment. It breaks out. Doherty, one touch. Listen, it's a fast break, but there's nothing in front of Doherty. Doherty's not exactly Adama Traore, and Lewis Skelly just cuts across him. And you've seen that 6-7 times a game throughout the history of football. From the top level professional ballers to Sunday, Saturday league ballers. If a player's getting that, cut across him. Now I'm seeing arguments about the studs, ankle. No, he just tripped him up. He just tripped him up, and Lewis was walking away as if to say, I know it's a yellow card, ref, just give it to me and let's keep it moving. This Michael Oliver pulls out the red. Pulls out the red. And then this VAR comes back and says, the initial contact was above the ankle, so deemed serious foul play. Remember that. The initial contact was above the ankle, so deemed serious foul play. Just remember those words, because as I was watching it live, that was the sentence on VAR. But red card, disgrace, 10 men. Fuck the PGMOL. You know what it is already. Not the first time, not the last time. I'm tired. Didn't cost us today. Thank God. We move. Half-time, Ranieri off. Shame. Calafiori on. But I guess something had to be done. And really and truly, the second half didn't have much in it for the first 15 minutes. 60 minutes in, Hwang had a shot from outside the box. It was going in, but it was a comfortable save for Raya too. He fumbled it a little, but he caught the second ball. He got on top of it. And a few minutes after that as well, actually a few minutes after that is when it was Rice, free kick, edge of the box, crosses it in. Havertz, another header. In my opinion, a better chance than his first chance, but not a better chance than his second chance. This one, he should be getting on target. This one, in my opinion, is a big chance for a striker that's known or is praised for aerial ability and duel winning and all this stuff. Come on. 3 headers that essentially, you know, you are the favourite in. Each one lets us down. At this point, it's still 0-0, but you can imagine the thoughts. Havertz missing chances, Arsenal down to 10 men, Wolves kind of getting into it because straight after that, a corner came in for Wolves. It broke out to Cunha, and No. Straight after that, sorry, the corner came from an opportunity for Cunha already. It broke to him outside the box. He moves Havertz out the way, takes a shot. I think Gabriel deflects it, and Raya makes a great save. Obviously, considering the deflection, it was a great save. Out for a corner. The corner comes in. Great corner in the mix. It lands to Cunha. I look at that, and if he's an Arsenal player, I'm saying you should be doing much better. Get it on target at the very least. I know when it's slowed down, the connection ain't the best, but it lands pretty sweetly to Cunha. And if you ask, any Wolves fan player who you'd want that to drop to, probably would have been Cunha. Doesn't get the best of contact, trickles wide. We caught life in that moment. Back-to-back opportunities for Wolves, which, with 10 men at that time and few chances missed, I was thinking the worst. I was thinking, how am I going to do this match reaction? I have to show the hairline. I have to promote Proton. And it's more drop points. This one's going to be an all-timer. But people might still say it's an all-timer. Trust the process. Hairline or trophy, 2025. 1 or 2, please. It's 66 minutes. Sorry, I got notes here, but just to remind me. But 66 minutes. Havertz breaks into the Wolves half, 2 defenders in front of him. Does well, lays it off to Martinelli, who's got space, but his touch, oh my God. And at that time, 10 men, Wolves are getting into it. They're not putting it on us, but they're having opportunities. That was a moment where you're thinking, it's 2-on-2 here. You're running onto the ball. Make something of this. Makes nothing of it. First touch into the defender. I think it was it Semedo that made the tackle? I forgot who made the tackle. Anyway, we should have done better with that. But 4 minutes later, João Gomez, who, to be honest, lucky for him in the first few minutes of the second half, he actually kicked the ball away. But realised what he'd done so quick. He kicked that ball. As he did, he picked up the other one and gave it to Rice, I think it was, for the free kick. So he got away with it. But this one now, I want you to remember what VAR said about Lewis Skelly. I'm even going to remind you. But this second yellow for Gomez equals a red card. Second yellow. When you watch the Gomez tackle back, much more aggressive and excessive force than the Lewis Skelly one. Does anyone deny that here? If you do, let me know in the comments. But let me go back to the reasoning for Lewis Skelly. The initial contact was above the ankle, so deemed serious foul play. Imagine, serious foul play. Now, VAR's reasoning for allowing the second yellow to stand, making it a red card. Yellow correct as excessive force not used. What? Bruv, PGMOL, my hairline's new and I think today has pushed it back a little more. I might need to shout a lit hair again soon because the way things are moving, man ain't stress-free. Yellow correct as excessive force not used. My man went straight into him. Lewis Skelly cut across. But it is what it is. At that point, 10 versus 10. There's still 20 to go, plus injury. Let's say 25. All evens. And to be honest, even with 10 men, it wasn't like Wolves really took the game to us. I could see their manager quite pissed off about that. But it is what it is. 74 minutes in. Martinelli, ball in. Oh, yeah, this was the goal. Sorry, 74 minutes in. Martinelli's ball in. Decent ball in. Over Havertz, headed out by the defender. Now, look at this finish from Calafiori. Our left back, our centre back that's playing left back, that's just come into the league, that's had an injury-riddled season. Look at that finish and composure. Similar in finish and composure to the Man City one, but very different in terms of application, if that makes sense. The ball headed out, he gets over it, he hits it low, sweet, controlled, first time, bottom corner, in off the post. Beautiful finish. That's one of our best finishes of the season. Considering the difficulty of it and considering how much in control Calafiori was in that time. You could see it. He just knew what he wanted to do. Keep it low, strike it sweet, and just control that into the bottom corner. To be honest, Havertz tried to actually flick it, and if he did, it probably would have been saved by Sarr because he was so close. Havertz misses it, and it just nestles in. And at that moment, I'm saying yes. Yes, hairline. Yes, Proton. Yes, Arsenal. Because at that point, it's 3 points. Surely we can't throw it away there. And as much as the game was petering out, there was one moment, one lapse, where Sarr, long ball, at Nouri over the shoulder of, was it Saliba? I forget the defender. I'm going to say Saliba. Runs onto it. Very good first touch. It's not like Martinelli's. You know, if it was like Martinelli's, it would have been straight into Raya. Very good first touch. Opens up the opportunity for himself. Raya comes rushing out. You could see at Nouri trying to lob him. Doesn't get the best of contact. Still on target. And sometimes when you don't get the best of contact, it can throw a keeper off. It didn't. Raya made the save. And I can't lie, that was a couple saves in the game that Raya made that, again, were important. You know, Raya's made multiple saves over this season. He has been a top 3 player for us. Top 3 player for us this season. It goes under the radar, but the amount of saves he's made in tight games, in big moments, you know, like at 0-0 with the Cunha deflected one and 1-0 up with 5 minutes to go. You know, if that goes in, you know what it's going to be 10 men behind the ball or 9 men behind the ball. And anytime that's happened against us this season, we've struggled because we don't have the resources in attack. Odegaard being out already, Nwaneri having come off at half-time. You know, if they had got back into it that late on, probably would have been a draw. So big up Raya again for helping save us points. And big up Calafiori for coming on and showing a few of our attackers how to finish. So composed. In a moment that you could forgive a player for losing composure, if that makes sense. Because it wasn't an easy effort. It wasn't like he's through on goal one-on-one and, you know, it's all about the composure. This was one where you have to be composed. You have to get over the ball. You have to pick your target and execute. And our left back, our centre back, playing as left back, coming on at half time after missing how long with injury, buries it. Calafiori, love for the love. Arsenal, 3 points. Elite here, trust the process. Proton VPN, go download that, people. Scan the QR code, hit the link in the description or the pinned comment. Either way, make use of that exclusive offer and look out for the vlog, people. Coming out real soon. Give it 3-4 weeks. It might be ready before, might be a bit after, but either way, a vlog is coming. You will see how we got to this. And hopefully in 8 months, I'm going to be like this. Trust the process. Love for the love. We're at. Peace.